guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here today. Now today's reading will be an extended weekend reading, focusing on the energy surrounding us during the weekend of June 29th through July 1st, 2018. For the reading, I will be using the Sun and Moon Tarot deck by Vanessa Decort for the main reading, and the Earth Magic Oracle cards for an additional guidance message. As I like to point out, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can connect with me on the Instant Go app. Just download the app onto your cell phone and search me up on there. I'm Changing Phases Tarot. You could also email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing for the types of readings that I offer and just more information about the types of readings. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? Oh, the monthly readings, I'm in the process of getting them out, so they will be out by this weekend, so be looking out for those. And those are general monthly readings. They'll be for the month of July for all of the astrological signs. All right, let's get started. So we're looking for the energy surrounding us during the weekend of the last weekend of June, right? June 29th through July 1st. I have already been shuffling and meditating off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. So Spirit, what are the messages for the weekend? What do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us? The weekend of June 29th through July 1st. Okay, one came out already. Spirit, what are the messages for the weekend of June 29th through July 1st? What do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us during the weekend of June 29th? Okay, we have two fly out here. We'll take those. Okay, so we have those two. And I'll do one shuffle for us to get the card from the bottom of the deck. Divide the deck. And we have, at the bottom of the deck, the Prince of Pentacles. Kind of showing you the cards backwards. So at the bottom of the deck, Prince of Pentacles. Okay, in the past position, the card that came out first is Major Arcana, number 11, the Hermit. I'm sorry, not 11, number 9, the Hermit. In the present position, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups came out in the weekly reading as well. It came out as the overall energy for the weekly reading. And the outbound energy, we have the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands in this deck. Look, she looks so fearless. Okay, and let's get an additional oracle card. So Spirit, one additional message for the weekend of June 29th through July 1st. One additional message for the weekend of June 29th through July 1st. What do we need to know? An additional message. Okay, that one came out. Cards flying out today. We have Music. Oh, I don't usually get this card. I don't think this has come out before. Music Harmony. Very pretty card. All right, so position these here. There we go. So starting off with the card in the past positions, this is the energy entering into the weekend, right? We have the Hermit. This is Major Arcana, so powerful energy, right? Powerful message with the Hermit coming in. And the Hermit really has to do with retreating, sort of going inwards, looking within, seeking out some type of knowledge. Sometimes it's, this is, again, with all of these cards, it can kind of be something as simple as, just looking for the answer to, a specific question, a job maybe you're considering, or, that type of thing. Or it could be something as significant as, the meaning of life, like seeking out, spiritual knowledge and really going deep and going within and looking for the deeper meaning to things. Sometimes the Hermit, when the Hermit comes out, there can be a delay, sort of putting projects on hold because you are taking this time out, and reflecting and really going inwards and thinking about things, trying to gain, wisdom or inner knowledge. That can be it's sort of a putting things on hold. So there could be projects being put on hold with the Hermit card. But it also has to do with, the card itself is linked with Virgo, and it does have to do with analyzing, and studying. Again, looking for, truths. It can be the truth of life. It can be, other things, just searching for truths related to something. But then it's about going within, seeking, finding that information, and then, coming back to help others, right? To guide others, right? To give them, to impart the knowledge that you have found. So there could be, coming into the weekend, this could be you, retreating, sort of going inward, studying, kind of poring over books, looking for answers. Maybe this is studying for, could even be an exam, could be studying, preparing for an interview. And then we have this, you see that we have the different symbols on this card, right? And we have this Hermit, and he's carrying the lantern. He has the hourglass, kind of thinking about this inner light, wisdom. We have the drum vibrating to, the sound of the universal sound of Om. So we have this, holding kind of everything together, with this cosmic vibration. So there's a togetherness with this card, but there's also a being alone. So there could be this, retreating, but at the same time, kind of understanding that there is some type of togetherness associated with this card as well. And then we do have, I was looking at there are two people here, we have two people here, and then just one on each of these. So something about, retreating, being alone, but then at the same time, this need for togetherness. I'll come back to that. I feel like there are other messages that are coming through with this Hermit, but I'm going to continue on, and then I might jump back to bring it all together. But so as you enter into the weekend, right, we have this Hermit energy, and then followed by the Six of Cups, which is a card that deals with its cups. So water energy deals with feelings, emotions, relationships, and the Six of Cups can be a card of nostalgia. It's a card that makes us kind of think about the past. This can be reflecting, just reminiscing, thinking about people from your past relationships, past jobs. Sometimes the card has to do with past life connections. That could be a more sort of karmic connection. And we do have this full moon on here, right? And we had the full moon happening, right? The full moon is on the 27th, 28th of the month. So might be something, and I did say that. When did this came out? It came out in one of the other readings that I did this week, and I said pay attention to the full moon. So definitely there could be something around, or having to do, or might be quite significant, right, that comes out around the full moon. But, it is a card. It could be, for some of you, that could be people from your past coming back, past friendships, even past loves. It can also have to do with traveling back to, your childhood home or place that you used to live, when you were younger. It can be reconnecting with people from your past, family members, friends, things like that. The card itself, it's the sun in Scorpio, and here we have children on the card, and it's sort of the children playing in the water, splashing around with sort of innocently playing. So it does, yes, it does invoke these childhood memories, you know, and but again, there are 4 cups spilled out, kind of almost saying, you know, well, these, you can't go back to those because there's no longer anything contained in those cups. But then they're sort of playing with these 2 cups, and we think about the 2 of cups as, you know, the soulmate card, and it's also a very sort of can be a karmic relationship with another individual, you know, that soul, that fated kind of connection. But this, you know, there's definitely something to do with the past. So, you know, you could be reflecting, thinking back on the past, studying something from the past, you know, or maybe this is just, you know, remembering, just memories, happy memories. But, you know, with the 6 of Cups, we do sometimes run the risk of, you know, remembering people from our past relationships, past jobs, with rose-tinted glasses. So it's sort of better than they actually were. So be careful with that. And then the Queen of Wands in the outbound position, so the energy as we leave the weekend, heading into the new week, this is, you know, very powerful, very fiery energy, right? The Queen of Wands could be an actual person, right? And we do have the 2 people here. So it could be somebody that you are interacting with over the weekend, somebody who's playing a significant role over the weekend. If so, this would be, usually it would be an older fire sign individual. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Here, she's obviously a queen. Doesn't necessarily have to be, right? In the general readings, they're not gender specific. So it could be male or female. But she is a very fearless, very, you know, kind of go-getter type person. And so this could be, again, could be a person coming in, or it could be you taking on the energy of this Queen of Wands. And the Suit of Wands, we usually associate it with, you know, it's kind of the day-to-day things in life. So the chores that we do, it's our work, it's our own determination and drive for doing those daily tasks that we have to do. It can also have to do with work, study, you know, our homes, our families, creative projects, creative endeavors, and then our, you know, again, our passion, our drive, ambition for getting those things done. Now, this Queen of Wands, she's usually, you know, she's very fiery. She's very kind of powerful and attractive. You know, she's usually very charismatic. People are kind of drawn to her because of her, you know, her warmth, her confidence. She's usually involved in, you know, many different things at the same time, and she's very capable. So even though she has, you know, lots of projects going on at the same time, or lots of things happening, you know, at once in her life, she can kind of keep all the balls up in the air and juggling and managing everything very well. So she's a very capable individual. So again, if this is a person, this is somebody who's, you know, she's a very good person to have around you, because she's very self-assured, you know, she's very powerful, will get things done. She's very much about self-knowledge, you know, and transformation as well. And again, we have the Hermit focusing on, you know, going inward, gaining knowledge. So it could be something to do with gaining knowledge, self-knowledge, over the weekend. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles coming in as, you know, as the overall energy for the weekend. Now, the Suit of Pentacles is, you know, it's earth energy, and it deals with the material things here in the, you know, in the earthly realm. So we usually associate it with the work that we do, the money that we earn. It's material prosperity, you know, the things that we can buy with the money that we earn. It's our home, family, study. And this Prince of Pentacles, you know, with the court cards, we have the Queen of Wands, Prince of Pentacles. Court cards can be people, so if so, this would typically be more of a middle-aged earth sign individual. Again, male or female, even though he appears here as a male or female. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, sorry. And he's out of all, this would be the Knight of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, and he's usually the slowest moving of the knights, right? He's very methodical. It's the slow and steady wins the race type of energy. And, you know, oftentimes I view the knights as, you know, sort of events. They're bringing things in, since he does have to do with pentacles. So this could be money coming in. This could be a job offer coming in. This could be, you know, goals, kind of you reaching goals, having that determination and drive to reach the goals. He has to do with success as well, right? Success with any type of business responsibility. Also about maybe going new directions, right? In this deck, you can see he's riding here, right? We have Taurus, right? He's riding the bull. So Taurus indicates structure. And then he's holding a globe, which is also quite different, right? In the traditional tarot, we don't usually see the Prince of Pentacles holding the globe. And this globe can speak of, you know, exploring new directions, going on a different path. So there could be, you know, maybe some of this study and, you know, the Hermit. I was saying something about deciding, you know, what sort of, if the path that you're on, if it's the right one, thinking about kind of where you're going, the self-knowledge. So there could be a change in direction over the weekend. It could have to do with a job. If so, you know, with this Queen of Wands energy, I mean, she is very capable. So if there is a new direction, I would say, you know, she is very capable of going down that new path and making things work. It could be linked somehow with the past. You know, it could be a job from the past, or you might be working with somebody from the past, or you might need to, you know, might need the assistance of somebody from the past, or you might be giving advice to somebody, you know, from the past. Childhood friend, somebody, you know, a relative you haven't seen in a long time, that type of thing. But it's, yeah, new directions. And I was saying with the Queen of Wands as well, there could be kind of transformation, and the new directions, transformation, you know, seeking these inner truths, and then maybe something linked with, you know, the past, a past opportunity or somebody from your past. Let's take a look at the oracle card. This is music. Let me find it. Hold on one second. I like to read the full description for these cards. Okay, the card says, actually, I'll skip over to kind of the main meaning of the card because the description here is quite long. All right, it says, this is a time of considerable harmony for you, one where the various elements in your life are flowing together smoothly. Just as in musical harmony, it is the interface of these elements that merge into a cycle of symmetry and balance that evokes feelings of harmony. The challenge is to sustain this inner accord even when there is considerable dissonance outside of your own mind, heart, and body. Note the sensations, emotions, and thoughts you experience when everything seems to be moving along well. Take 3 deep breaths and let your breathing be the anchor that reminds you of this state of consciousness. Whenever you perceive chaos around you, know that it is a mirror for your inner turmoil. When you recognize this, take 3 or more breaths to bring forth the memory of these moments when your life was like a symphony. Then, every time you exhale, you're releasing the energy of your internal state of harmony into the world, and it will have amazing effects. And that's so interesting because, you know, it's talking here about, I think these two, it ties in very well because it's talking about bringing forth the memory of when your life was a symphony. So, you know, what does that mean? Bringing forth, you know, these memories of when things were, you know, more pleasurable, more harmonious, you know, thinking back to those times in your past. Maybe you're needing to do that, you know, if you are, oftentimes, you know, with the Hermit, if there is a decision that you're trying to make here, and then with this transformation and maybe following a different path, going in new directions, you're being asked to kind of, you know, to take this deep breath to kind of ground yourself, you know, think back to when, yeah, if everything around us is kind of in chaos, you know, it does sort of, when there's chaos around us, there can very well be chaos within, and we're having this inner turmoil. But when, if we kind of calm ourselves, take those deep breaths, think about the times when we had this symphony, when everything was in tune, in harmony, which is the name of the card. Think about those times when things were, everything was going right in your life, when things were kind of flowing, when there was harmony, when there was peace, and bring that back in. And there's really this self-discovery, and then self-discovery, transformation, and new directions coming in. But I need to, to breathe. I need to reflect and to kind of even think back to the past, a past time when things were more harmonious, more, calmer for you. In order to, like the guy but was saying, to sort of exhale and find once again that peace, and find that, the inner peace that you're searching for. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.